Watch this video until the end, and you'll better understand Zelensky's behavior as a leader and as a negotiator, in a political environment where European leaders do everything to be the main players, even preferring that the war continues rather than signing peace with Russia. The confusion is such that while they accuse Putin of being a dictator, they persecute people in their own countries who don't agree with their policies. In the end, who is acting like a dictator? We should stop listening to political and diplomacy experts, because they explain the world to us as if decision-makers are extraordinary beings with superior intelligence and ethics. If the topics these people discuss weren't so important, you might think it's all a big comedy show. While what's obvious is the inability of these leaders to control our borders or to put an end to organized crime, basically, they aren't even capable of protecting the people who give them the opportunity to lead comfortable and wealthy lives. As for Zelensky, I never believed in his sincerity. I always thought that as an actor, he could play the same character he played in a television series. And if you examine his past, you discover that he was registered and fit for military service since 2008, having been called up for the draft 4 times between 2014 and 2015. But he never showed up, and there's no record of his service in the armed forces. In reality, Zelensky is the product of Ukrainian history, which has been oppressed for centuries, where its leaders, when they gained autonomy, began to behave like resentful men, with whom it is difficult to negotiate. Also, before the war, Ukraine was considered the most corrupt country in the world, being used as a laundry for dirty money for institutions all over the world. Take the shameful example of Hunter Biden, at the center of a scandal that Zelensky helped cover up, by not cooperating with Trump and protecting Hunter, which certainly explains the great affection Biden had for him. Zelensky grew up in Kryvyi Rih, a city where teenage gangs were known for their size and brutality, and it can't be ruled out that growing up in that environment may have left its mark on his personality. Alexander Vasilev, a former member of the Odessa City Council, thinks Zelensky is afraid of appearing like a loser, and it's one of the main characteristics of his personality. Vasilev thinks Zelensky has an inferiority complex, which gives him an obsessive fear of looking like a fool. This leads to a lack of self-esteem and an inability to negotiate on the part of the leader of Kyiv. Fortunately, those who really run Ukraine have realized that peace is now the only way out for the country, and they have already sent a letter to Donald Trump in which Zelensky says he is ready to negotiate peace under American guidance, even negotiating its rare earth minerals. Yes, it's what we always knew. Zelensky is just a puppet. He was used by the Americans, who will now be the owners of his country. And the worst part is that he has lost his value, even for those who run Ukraine. What will his fate be? Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Good luck and good health to all.